Why is my wife sitting in a parked car outside a hotel with a man I've never seen before on our anniversary? The glow of my phone lit up the inside of my car as I crouched low behind the steering wheel, barely breathing. The parking lot of the Langford Hotel in downtown Chicago stretched out in front of me, slick with recent rain, reflecting neon signs in broken streaks of red and blue. Our car, was parked 3 rows ahead, and she was inside it, not alone. Her head tilted back slightly as she laughed. His hand rested casually on the center console, too close to her thigh. That's when I realized something was wrong. Not just wrong. Final. Something inside my chest didn't break. It went silent. If you genuinely enjoy our stories, please subscribe to the channel, tell us where you're from, and what time it is right now. It's always fascinating to know how far our story flows. It started 6 hours earlier. 6:12 p.m. I remember the exact time because I stared at the message for too long. Hey, I'm so sorry. Something came up at work. Rain check on dinner tonight. That was from my wife, Emily. Our anniversary. 5 years of marriage. And she canceled with a text. I stared at the screen, rereading it like maybe the words would rearrange themselves into something that made sense. Something came up. No explanation. No call. No apology beyond that one line. I typed back. Everything okay? 3 dots appeared. Then disappeared. Then reappeared. Finally, yeah. Just tired. Can we do tomorrow? Tomorrow. I looked at the reservation confirmation on my email. Stephanie Prime, 7:30 p.m. Her favorite steakhouse. I'd booked it 2 weeks in advance. Sure, I replied. 3 minutes later, she sent a heart emoji. That was it. That's when the unease started. Emily wasn't careless. She was precise. Organized. Always 2 steps ahead. So why did this feel sloppy? Why did it feel like she didn't even try? I sat at the kitchen island for a while, staring at the candles I'd bought that morning. Still wrapped. Dinner for 2. Now just silence. That's when my phone buzzed again. Not from her. From our shared car app. A notification. Vehicle in motion, 6:41 p.m. I frowned. She told me she was tired. At home. But the car was moving. I opened the GPS tracking out of habit more than suspicion. And then I froze. She wasn't heading home. She was heading downtown. Toward Chicago's financial district. Toward hotels. That's when my chest tightened. That's probably nothing, I whispered to myself. But I was already grabbing my keys. Traffic was brutal, but I kept my distance. Her car was easy to spot. White Lexus, license plate I knew better than my own birthday. She drove like she always did. Calm. Controlled. No rush. Like this was routine. That thought made my grip tighten on the wheel. Routine. How many times had she done this? I followed her through Wacker Drive, past the river, into a quieter block lined with hotels and office buildings. Then she slowed, turned, pulled into the Langford Hotel parking lot. And that's when my stomach dropped. Because she didn't go inside. She parked. And waited. I parked across the street, heart hammering. Minutes passed. 5, 10, 15. Then another car pulled in. Black BMW. He stepped out. Mid-30s. Suit. Confident. He didn't hesitate. He walked straight to her car. Opened the passenger door. Got in. No hesitation. No looking around. Like he'd done this before. That's when everything in me went cold. I got out of my car. Slowly. Carefully. Rain drizzled lightly, tapping against the pavement as I moved between parked vehicles. I kept my distance. Close enough to see. Far enough not to be seen. Their silhouettes shifted inside the car. She leaned toward him. He smiled. And then he reached for her hand. She didn't pull away. She squeezed it. Like it belonged there. That's when something inside me snapped. But not loud. Not explosive. Quiet. Controlled. Dangerous. I stepped back. Walked calmly to my car. Sat down. And stared straight ahead. My reflection in the rearview mirror didn't look like me anymore. That's when I made a decision. I wasn't going to confront her. Not yet. Because now I knew. And knowing was power. The next few days were surreal. Emily acted normal. Too normal. She kissed me goodbye in the mornings. Asked about my day. Cooked dinner. Even laughed at my jokes. Like nothing had happened. Like I hadn't seen her in that car. With him. That's when I started watching. Listening. Collecting. The discovery came faster than I expected. 3 nights later, she left her phone on the kitchen counter while she showered. It buzzed. Just once. I wasn't going to check. I told myself I wasn't. But then it buzzed again. And something pulled me closer. The screen lit up. A name. D. Carter. Message preview. Same place tomorrow? Missed that smile already. My fingers felt numb as I picked up the phone. Unlocked it. Her passcode hadn't changed. That hurt more than anything, because it meant she didn't think she needed to hide. Their messages went back months. Jokes. Photos. Plans. Inside references I didn't understand. He was her boss. Daniel Carter. Regional director. That's when the pieces clicked into place. Late meetings. Work dinners. Conference trips. All of it. A lie. I put the phone back exactly where it was. Sat down. And stared at nothing. Denial tried to creep in. This isn't real. Maybe it's not what it looks like. But the truth was already carved into me. She wasn't mine anymore. Maybe she never was. The manipulation started the next morning. Hey, she said softly over breakfast. I might have another late night today? Big client presentation. I nodded. Of course. She smiled. That same smile. The one I saw in that car. That's when I realized something. I thought. She wasn't just lying. She believed her lies. That night, I didn't follow her. I didn't need to. I already knew where she'd be, who she'd be with. Instead, I started planning. I met with a lawyer 2 days later. Downtown Chicago. Glass office. Quiet voice. Sharp eyes. Do you have proof? She asked. I nodded. Not yet, but I will. She leaned back. Good. Because if you want to win this, you need more than suspicion. Win. That word stayed with me. Because this wasn't just about divorce anymore. This was about control. The next week, I installed a small camera in our garage. Another near the front door. I tracked her movements. Times. Patterns. Every lie she told. I documented everything. Photos. Messages. Receipts. Hotel bookings under his name. And hers. That's when my transformation was complete. I wasn't reacting anymore. I was building something. A trap. 2 weeks later, I had everything I needed. But I wasn't done. Not yet. Because I didn't just want the truth. I wanted exposure. Emily's company was hosting a corporate gala. Black tie. High profile. Executives. Clients. Daniel Carter would be there. Emily too. Together. Publicly. That's when I knew. That was the stage. The night of the gala, I wore a suit I hadn't touched in years. Looked in the mirror. And didn't recognize the man staring back. Calm. Cold. Focused. I arrived early. Spoke to the event coordinator. Slipped him something extra. Just make sure the presentation runs exactly as scheduled. He nodded. Didn't ask questions. Emily walked in an hour later. Red dress. Perfect. Elegant. She saw me. Froze. What are you doing here? She asked, forcing a smile. I thought I'd support my wife, I said. Her eyes flickered. Just for a second. Then she recovered. Of course, she said softly. But I saw it. Fear. Daniel approached moments later. Confident. Smug. Emily, he said, placing a hand on her back. Then he saw me. Ah, you must be her husband. I smiled. That's right. He extended his hand. I didn't take it. The presentation began. Lights dimmed. Projector lit up the stage. Daniel stepped forward. Started speaking. Confident. Polished. Until the screen behind him changed. Not to his slides. To photos. Of him. And Emily. Together. Hotel lobbies. Parking lots. Restaurants. Timestamps. Dates. Messages. Silence filled the room. Then whispers. Then chaos. Emily stood frozen. Face pale. Daniel turned slowly. Confusion turning into panic. What is this? He demanded. I stepped forward. This, I said calmly, is the truth. The fallout was immediate. Daniel was escorted out. Emily didn't say a word. Didn't look at me. Didn't cry. She just stood there. Like everything had finally caught up to her. The divorce was quick. Clean. Brutal. I had evidence. Everything. She didn't fight it. Didn't contest anything. Just signed. The house was mine. The accounts. The life we built. All of it. Except her. Months later, I heard Daniel was fired. Reputation destroyed. Career over. Emily moved out of state. No forwarding address. No goodbye. Sometimes, I drive past the Langford Hotel. Same parking lot. Same neon lights. Different feeling. Because now, there's nothing there for me. The last time I saw her was in court. She didn't look at me. Not once. And I didn't try. Because the truth is, the woman I loved canceled our anniversary dinner and never came back. The end.